Cora Henderson, Pitt and Frank attorneys. Alex called and said he had a serious problem with his house. He called me on the phone this past week. He said he had a company remove the gutters and replace them with new gutters. He hired them at least. They took the old gutters off, but never replaced them with new ones. He hasn't heard from the company he hired. And then it rained heavily, as we have had this past week, and the house flooded. He's wondering what's his next steps. Legal action if he could find the contractor he hired.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we've seen, similar scenarios of that and contractor abandonment, so to speak. So certainly stay on top of them. I hope that some due diligence was done beforehand just to further validate the reputation and the quality of that professional, whether you're looking online, looking at Google reviews, which is always an excellent source of information of vetting out certain folks. And hopefully maybe they're just on a winter break vacation, but when you get a hold of them, they need to make it right. And that's why they have insurance, or should have insurance. In the event that doesn't happen, they're not willing to make it right. Maybe you can't track them down. Maybe they've run off with your money. You most certainly need to speak to a legal professional about what your courses of action could be and getting that demand taken care of. So you should certainly be made whole. I mean, that sounds like, an absolute nightmare, but I've heard of it. I've just had a scenario about a month ago where it was a roofer. It was out in Oldham County where they had suffered some little bit of storm damage, and they put a tarp on coming back the next day, and the tarp wasn't properly secured, and whoops, came right in and flooded and ruined their entire kitchen.
Let's help everybody. So vetting the contractor, social media reviews. You could also go to the Better Business Bureau and do a search on their website for the name of the company. That's at least part of it. Ask for referrals, and then also try to get referrals on your own. More than just the ones that the contractor hands out, because you don't know where those referrals are coming from.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
Bob, in all seriousness, I have found that my real estate agent contacts have been a great source for referrals for contractors, because you all in your line of business, you know all the good and the bad. I mean, you deal with repairs just about every time, you buy or sell a home. And so you see the good work, you see the bad work, you know who to recommend and who not to recommend. And so I have always found that my real estate professionals are an excellent source of vetting out businesses.
Yep. And feel free to reach out to me. I've got clients who contact me all the time asking for referrals for different venues, and we're happy to help. And if I don't have somebody, Brad Lawler has one, which